So next up we have I'm going to call him a friend of mine, Mr. Kent Christensen. He is the founder and the CEO of MessengerBank. He is a big guy in the space. He made a long trip to be here with us. He is now put in, and he'll tell you more about it, but his MessengerBank debit cards are in CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, and a load of other places. He'll tell you all about it. Give him a hand, Mr. Kent Christensen.
Thank you. Welcome to Washington, D.C. I had a long flight to get here, but I made it. MessengerBank, well, let them get that organized. Can we get the slide with the Uber and Afik? Yes? Give me, no, he can do that, right? Anyway, MessengerBank started a couple of years ago. We were never an ICO. You remember that last year and 2 years ago there was a lot of ICOs and a lot of coins. Where are they now? They raised a hell of a lot of money and they disappeared. They've been hiding. We built everything from rock bottom. I started in 2003 with something called Clockwell Connect, which was a simple system with the old Nokia phones. We gave a debit card to the worker, the immigrant who works in the United States. We gave a debit card to the mother, the sister, or the wife in Mexico or Brazil or China, wherever he's from. When he got his salary, he put it on his card, he sent an SMS into our system and says, give my mother $200, give my dad $100, pay my rent, and leave the last $300 for me to live on for the month. That way they send money home for free. Western Union got upset. I think that's the right word because we issued 12 million cards. Then they talked to some banks and they came to visit me in Spain. We had a talk, we had lunch, we had another talk, we had another dinner. A couple of lunches later, they left and they gave me $863 million to go and have a holiday and don't be in remittance for at least 5 years. That was in 2009. In 2015, we learned a lot about Bitcoin and everything else. Can I please get the slide with Uber? So I sold the company, I took a break, and I started to work again in 2015. In 2015, we started to think blockchain, we started to think to take Clockwell Connect and bring it into the smartphone, bring it into another generation. And this guy there, I don't know, this is going a little bit slow. Well, the black picture with Uber. You can't find it? Why is it not on that show? Anyway, I can do that by without any pictures. You don't have to look there. Bitcoin, in my opinion, is the largest bank without actual cash. Can we agree on that? Okay. Can we agree that Uber is the largest taxi company in the world and they don't own a car? Right? Okay. Airbnb, isn't that the biggest hotel and they don't own a property? Okay. Alibaba, that's the biggest retailer in the world and they don't own any inventory. So this is the modern world. MessengerBank, what is MessengerBank? Well, we are the biggest retail bank in the world. We have 180,000 offices. And guess what? We don't pay rent. It's for free because we use 7-Eleven, Walmart, Walgreens, and CVS pharmacies. That's the thing that Bruce forgot. So, if you don't have a bank, you go online, you sign up, you do your KYC, you do everything. You do everything as if you went to the bank. Now, when you do that, we ship you a card. You get your family members to sign up. We ship them a card too. And then when you get your salary, you go into Walmart or 7-Eleven, you take down one of these cards, you scrape the redeem code, just like on a Google Play card, it's very simple. You put the cash, and 10 minutes later you have money on your card. Your mother have money on the card, your sister have money, everybody have money on the card, and you divide it in your app according to your budget. We do mobile top-ups, we do bill pay, we even have a contract with the depot. So let's say that you have some cryptocurrencies right now that you don't want to sell or you can't sell or they're too cheap. We give you a cash loan against that, about 80% loan to value. So you don't have to sell your cryptos when they're down, just take some cash. And it's our risk. All that is done in 2 years. And MessengerBank, or Messenger FinTech it's called, GmbH in Switzerland and Zug, is actually 19 years old today, because the original Club World Connect company was established there. Now we just changed the name. So we have been in the business a long time. We have 50 years of experience. I have a Swiss banker with me, part of the team, Mervyn Kutz, he's sitting over there. He's not that well. He is the one who is running our banking license and crypto license in Switzerland. We have a company called Messenger Remittance USA, which is in Wyoming, which is the only state in the United States who is, let's say, very crypto-friendly, right? So what can we do? We can do cross-border settlements. We can send money home for the immigrants. We can get the parents to pay money onto the card of the students. We can do all that. MessengerBank is money without borders. We are negotiating and talking to United Nations food programs, all kind of big organizations who is struggling with corruption, and they don't know how to get rid of that corruption when they send money to Africa. Our suggestion: sign up on MessengerBank, get a card, the United Nations give us the money, we put it on blockchain, on smart contracts, everybody get paid, and nobody get fucked. I'm sorry, excuse my English, I'm Danish. Right? So, MessengerBank is a solution. We could actually, in 1 minute, become the National Bank of Liberland, because we have the platform and the fastest blockchain in the world, and we are not running on Ethereum. Excuse me. Yes. So, we have a lot of possibilities, and we are doing this. I'm not doing this to make money. You see, most people, all the guys that was raising ICO money on white papers that they copy-pasted for somebody else and disappeared with 15 million, I took my own money. I spent $173 million out of my own pocket to build this. And I'm doing it all for free. Our clients are not paying 1 cent in fees. Everything is free on my system, and it's going to stay like that forever. That's my legacy. That's my gift to all the hard workers who have paid 80 euros or $80 to send money with Western Union, a 2-day paycheck out of their month's salary. I hate that. So instead of me giving my kids Lamborghinis and big penthouses, I want to give 200 billion people a chance to establish themselves, have a platform. When they get cash, they can put it on a card. They are not getting robbed. If they lose their card, they just call in and they get a new card in a minute. So what we're doing in the United States, and also to, let's say, get United States more attractive. We're going to divide the United States up in 50 states. Well, we didn't do that. Your founding fathers did that for us. We're going to sell every state to an investor. So that, let's take Florida. In Florida, there's a lot of Cubans, a couple of Mexicans, and a couple of all kind of people, right? I know that because I had a Cuban driver when I lived down there in Palm Beach, or on South Beach, I think it was. I had a Mexican gardener, Cuban driver, and a maid from Paraguay. So, Florida cost for an investor $3 million. One time. But in Florida, you will get 3 to 5 million immigrants signing up. And every time that they load their card in one of the big retailers, the investor will get 80 cents. So you pay $3 million, and for the rest of your life, you'll get $3 million a month for taking care of Florida for MessengerBank. And it's not going to cost the client anything, because our tokenomics will take care of that. The value of the MBCT, now it's $4.95. But the more volume on the MBCT will create a higher price. And with the higher price, an amount of 10 billion coins issued, we will have a market cap around 250 billion. And that should be enough to fuel the economy for the next 2 or 3 generations. That's basically the story. We have done it before. We were successful. We are doing it again. We have Bank of America, JP Morgan, a few other guys. If you see my LinkedIn account, I can see who's looking. You won't believe it. But I'm not scared. I posted a LinkedIn interview today, so you can try to check that out. We want to do this for the normal people. We are the bank for the unbanked. We're also the bank for the students. We're also the bank for a really rich guy. Because if you sign up with us and you get our Midnight Blue card, and you go to an ATM machine, no matter where in the world, guess what? It costs 75 cents to take out $500. If you travel with your bank card and you go to another ATM network abroad, it comes up. ¿Quieres pagar otra 7 euros? You want to pay another 7 euros? Click yes. If not, transaction finished. Is that right? Have you seen that when you travel abroad? We have made the API into every ATM network in the world. And we have an agreement, contract with Visa, MasterCard and all ATM networks. 75 cents, no matter the amount. The only one in the world who can do that. So all this, and the 75 cents we pay you back in the end of the month. If you have spent $4.95 to load your card, 3 times 75 for your cash withdrawal, whatever you have spent, you get 1% back on your spendings in cryptocurrency. Win-win. Everybody is happy. Can I see the card picture again, maybe? The one with the cards and the cash. My normal assistant, by the way, he is in Europe. What a shame. That's the one. So, when you go to 7-Eleven, you have different sizes of cards, different values. Why? Normally you should be able to choose any amount, but the integration with these big retailers are very complicated. So we took the Google model, that you get a card, you scrape it off, and you get a redeem code. So the guy at the counter, he takes the money, he put the redeem code in on the system, on the MessengerBank system directly, and you have the money in 10 minutes on your card. Then you go back into the wallet and you start to give instructions where you want to send that money. And you're done. You need mobile time. You're an immigrant in the United States. You can't get a SIM card, you don't have an address or whatever. We provide you with that. We provide you with data and phone time. We have something called bill pay, so that we can pay your rent, we can pay all your bills. We take care, we are a butler on a smartphone. We are your butler, we do everything. And it's all for free. What else can I say? That, as I told you, we're working with United Nations. That we want to minimize the corruption from when somebody gives $5 on the street to somebody who collect money until it comes to the end user. The loss in that process is 30-40%. If we do that, money without borders, it's going to cost nothing. We take care of that. Our blockchain can register and do all these transactions without any problems, because we can do up to 1 million transactions per second. So if it's fully booked, wait a few seconds and it's done. That's all I have to say. I hope there will be a lot of other guys speaking here today. I'll be on a panel later. If you have any questions, I'm sitting over there with one of our partners. And I wish you a wonderful day. And I wish you sign up. Look, sign up on just try for fun, sign up. Write me an email. If you can find me on social media, I might give you $50 in points. Yeah? Have a nice day, guys. Nice meeting you.
All right. Here we go. Ken Christensen, Messenger Bank.